are three things I'd like people to remember from today. Firstly, the title of the plan, Heritage for All. That's what we're about, that's what we're trying to work towards, that's important. I think the second thing would be that sometimes we think of heritage and the historic environment as things to do with the past. And of course it is, but it's not just the past. What our corporate plan demonstrates is that the historic environment makes a real difference to lives today, but it's also part of shaping our future. And the third thing I hope people will take away is, well, maybe it's an ask that I ask them to take away, which is commit to working with us to deliver it, because we can't do it all on our own, but it's an exciting vision for Scotland's historic environment going forward, and I hope everyone can work with us in its delivery.
I'm really encouraged by the way in which heritage is now being considered as something which is frankly beyond castles and landscape, and which is about real places, real people, their sense of identity. I'm really encouraged by the more kind of outward-looking thinking around how heritage can help people rediscover the purpose of place and their role within it, and I think that's particularly important.
Partnership is absolutely critical to the success of this corporate plan. We can't do it ourselves, we don't want to do it ourselves. We critically want to work with the public, with partners as champions, as partners, as activists, and to help other organisations do what they do best.
The corporate plan is clearly very outward looking, and I think that actually in the presentations today, the fact that the presentations around each of the key priorities were partnered with case work examples was an example of how HES is working better in partnership and plans to improve its partnership working with various organisations across the sector. So I think that would be one of the main takeaways that I would have today.
I think corporate plans can be very difficult to write, to be interactive and readable to everybody. What I absolutely love about it is it's laid out, it's simple, it makes it very clear what the objectives are and how they're going to be achieved, and it's very visual and colourful, which I think is really important for people picking it up and engaging with it and it becoming something meaningful.
I think it's been a fantastic day. There's been a lot of people here, a lot of people from, not just from Historic Environment Scotland, but from a whole host of different organisations. But it's given me a chance to touch base with some people within HES that I've not managed to speak to for some time, and it's given me some ideas about what we can do in the future, and I'm really quite excited about it.
I'd like people to be as inspired as I have been by listening to our staff, who are magnificent, and listening to all of our partners. And I think the combination of HES and its partnerships is really what's going to make a success of this. And I'd like people to take away being champions of the ideas they've heard.